Hi guys, as you can tell and see, today we're going to be checking out Mort, who I think is probably going to be one of the most game-changing characters when it comes to E7's new balance patch. I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the character and go over and test him live with you guys to kind of get a general feel for how he looks and how he, I guess, performs. I did do my guild war with him as the reset happened. We had, I think, roughly an hour, at least on global server, test him out. And to be frank, I think he looks a little bit crazy. Didn't realize how impactful the fear thing would be, but of course it's kind of a 50-50. I am going to be testing him a little bit, maybe in RTA or maybe in arena, because, well, that's where I'm playing the most E7 right now. And we can kind of judge at least how he does in those game modes right now. But let's take a look at the build that I have on him. Well, first and foremost, he's got HP set on, well, because he can't be he can't, you know, be debuffed in a way where it prevents movement. And although you may want, you know, something like pen, the truth is that, well, you really want to make use of the S3 passive, where so long as you have higher HP, you can ignore ER. So for me, I'm going to try and have as much HP as possible. As you're seeing right now, the build that I have him on is 27.5k HP. He's got 1100 defense. Wish it was a little bit higher, but I wanted to give him a little bit of damage. He's on Destro set, and he's also on Elbrus. Now, of course, he already has Elbrus built in, so maybe in some cases I could be running another artifact. You know, maybe something like a 3F, I don't know, maybe something like a mature sunglasses, whatever the case is. However, we're just going to be running this at first, or at least this is what I'd be running if or when we try him in RTA. I do have a build planned for him if I were to run him specifically in arena alongside the Harsetis, all the demons on the ladder. This is likely going to be the setup that I run with him if I were, you know, not pre-banning Harsetti. But you know, the difference is not too significant, not too insane. But of course, one is obviously optimized for Harsetti. Now, I do think that Mort will probably benefit the most if you end up using him in a way that you also deal damage with him. But if you want to use him just for Aureus and he has a bunch of HP too, I do think that that will still be viable, especially because of what I saw, or rather the value that I saw in fear and honestly just not being counterattacked. It's basically like your get out of jail free card, and he's an Aureus. You could even put him on Prot, is what I'm thinking you may be able to do, but we'll have to see. Furthermore, he does have an attack imprint, by the way, in case you're curious, which is very interesting for a knight to have. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's take a look at his gameplay when we get into RTA. I'm going to play one game of RTA because, well, I mean...
slide is this way.
Oh, yeah. Got to Emperor, by the way, just saying. Just not that big a deal, though. Let's see how much damage I end up doing here, though, or how much or how well he performs. Again, honestly, I don't suspect this to be super crazy, primarily because I don't really play too much,
you may be worth it.
I guess, like standard play at the moment. And of course, the doctor is in, and again, this is probably going to be one of the more annoying things to deal with. Wow, this is quite annoying already. The new Flan does do pretty well into most teams right now, because there isn't actually like a way to deal with her. I guess we could try Dragon Bride Senya. At the moment, I'm actually running a 265 Bride Senya. I'm gonna just try my draft out and see if Mort is enough to prevent me from dying. But I'm actually running an opener Briar draft right now. Not the most insane composition, I'll admit, to maybe showcase off this Mort. But, I think we could actually get away with Abyssal Euphine here. Wow, it's like this is like a very degenerate looking draft. We're kind of in trouble because my Abyssal Euphine does have Holy Sack on. But I think for the sake of what I'm trying to do here, I think we may have to run it like this. I think my last pick here is going to be Knockwall. And I'm going to ban something. Ideally, it would be nice if I could ban the Rwana, but Blooming Litica. I'll ban this. I don't think I really care much about that. Oh, what the? Wow, that is. You banned Senya? God. All right, whatever. All right, honestly, I think he is. That was a bit of an RNG ban from him, but okay, whatever. Oh, what the? That's so funny. This draft that I'm playing is literally. It's. That's so funny. I learned about this draft from this player. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. Oh, miss.
I'm so thirsty.
All right. Well, the thing is, I don't think this is gonna do enough to wait. Is this gonna be able to kill her? I don't think this will kill, will it? Holy crap! That actually did so much damage to me. All right. Well, my hands are up, boys. My hands are up. I tried to anti-cleave a little bit, tiny little bit. You get what I mean. And I ended up getting punished for it. I do think that Mort is kind of in a position where you do have to. You're probably gonna have to pick him earlier rather. Well, I guess if you're using him as a 4/5, it's fine to use him as a threat like that. But if you're playing standard and slow, I think the fear and just how much value he provides from preventing counters will actually be, well, impactful until. Okay, this is a terrible. Okay, not a great showcase for Mort. Truth be told, not a great showcase for Mort. All right, okay, I could respect that. I think I can accept that. My seven loss streak or my 7-win streak broken. That's okay. Let's maybe not try and use Briar Witch Syria. That was my mistake. Let's get a second game going. I still think the pre-bans are okay. I don't think Ilanov and Harsetti is a great, amazing look for Mort. First pick. Yeah, nowadays the other problem is that so many compositions have to watch out for both Mort and, or not Mort, rather the anti-cleave, or they have to be built to anti-cleave while also playing against slow standard, which is why I think some characters like a Tywin and such are so popular. Oh, wow, speak of the devil, literally as I said that.
Do you smell
that Dealer Ray is a big problem for me. I'm wondering if maybe, is there a way for me to prevent this? Death Dealer Ray. Well, I do have Laya available. All right, you know what? Actually, I'm kind of down. Let's get Laya and Knockwall.
Hustle this is. It's showtime.
There honestly doesn't feel like an amazing answer to Death Dealer Ray right now in the game.
If
Oh,
you wish to
okay.
live.
Interesting. A lot of the openers are kind of gone already too.
Why are you interrupting my relaxation?
Interesting. You know what?
Stay alert. No
I know I said I didn't want to play Briar Witch Syria, but I lied. Sorry. I lied. It would be kind of cool, I think, here to get Lua. Oh, this is a bit of a speed draft, I think. But I genuinely don't know what you would pick into Death Dealer Ray without cleaving him. Maybe I'd have to pre-ban him instead, but I don't even know how you play the game right now with these two characters on the field. Mort boxes him off from picking stuff like Candy and Abyssal Euphine, though, which probably would have hurt me if I wanted to run this comp. Arbiter Vildred.
I'll make sure you are
He's banning
welcome.
Briar? If he's banning Briar... Venice. Okay. Alright, we've got like 3 openers. I guess he could S3. Oh my god. If he has a fast flaw, we might be in trouble. S3 into S1. Is that his game plan? Ooh, that'd be really spooky.
I'll be the one deciding how this
Never
story
mind.
ends.
Interesting.
I want you out of my sight. You have no value to me.
Okay, this is about average, to be honest,
You will
though.
be forgotten. And not a
Mort
single
solo
person
damage
will
dealer?
ever remember your name.
Okay, everyone is reset a little bit.
Will end with the passing of
This
a
is
moment.
not the time for
Reset.
It is the time for penance.
I don't want to do this
Um,
more than you do.
Do I want to steal her passive? I kind of do,
Have you
actually.
like
I
this?
think. Ooh, we even
Stage
Deathstroke.
belongs to everyone.
Wow, is Mort's S3 gonna one-shot? I think Mort's S3 is gonna one-shot here.
Shall we
Uh-oh.
test fate? Brace yourself for a red.
Wow, they're all reset too right now. Okay, come on. Okay, that's fine.
I hear the footsteps of destruction.
When I get S3 here, I think we should be okay still.
Tip of my sword.
Counterattack, okay. Proc.
Let us begin.
Huge, wow, wait. This
Looks
bear is
like
actually pretty
somebody
big.
Forgot their place.
I like it. Ooh, okay. He can S1 here. Oh, I can't proc Elbrus on this. Okay, wait, no heal though, huh?
It's just like a dream.
Wait, Arbiter Vildred can't counter me right now.
What are you looking at?
Oh, wow, wait, I completely did not think about that. Wait, that doesn't really matter though because I can't.
You have no value to me. Disappear through the cracks of time.
Okay, I can't get countered, but I'm not really doing
I'll be the
anything.
one deciding how this story ends. No getting
I mean, I
away.
just have 2 big meatballs, which I think is okay.
Accept your fate. I'll do
Okay,
my best.
they're reset.
All together. How absurd.
Okay.
How pathetic.
He's reset, so even if you wanted to S me, you can't. Ow. Oh.
Come.
Ooh, that's kind of problematic.
Time has come.
Ow. Oh, God, I'm dead.
Scoot out here.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Am I dead? Oh, dear. Okay. Honestly, I think this could have been a little bit closer. Maybe I had to
Shall we
kill.
test fate?
Maybe I had to keep Lai as S2. Damn, that was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. But, okay, honestly, Mort against no counters doesn't sound like a very amazing kind of concept. I mean, the Arbiter Vildred here couldn't counter, which was kind of nice, but obviously he had dragged duels anyways from Conqueror Lilius, so that's okay. Not the greatest showcase, to be honest, but let's take a look at Arena, because I think Arena is actually where Mort was supposed to shine here. Like for instance, this team composition right here, well, obviously you're seeing that there's a Rwana here who I think is probably going to punish Mort a little bit more, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, I think not getting countered is kind of insane, all things considered. And you can also obviously apply the fear onto the enemies. That's what I wanted to say. I'm kind of interested in seeing how this does, so I'm gonna test this out with Mort. This is, again, the team composition that I've been running recently to try and deal with all the RNG from Arena.
You outlived
Magic
your
Bubble
youth.
Maker, okay.
Now rest in peace.
Okay.
Make
Can't be
worth
stunned.
attention.
Hopefully we
Show you grace.
fear everything. My meteor cowric is coming up in a second too. Fear is so big. Look at that. Look at that. That's 4 times fear. 4 times fear is pretty amazing. Like Harsetti, oh not Harsetti. The Ilanov didn't get to use her skill, right? Amazing.
Why are you interrupting
Okay,
my
maybe not the
relaxation?
most insane thing I've ever seen.
An enticing lure?
It would have been really nice if Ruana didn't get off her skill, but beggars can't be choosers. Let's use the S3 here so that we get our skill up.
Hate me for failing to protect you.
Ooh, wow, that actually ended up doing a lot of damage. Look, that's actually so big. Okay. She revived.
Of this spear
Okay, she got the buff up,
not
but
be forgotten.
that's okay. Ooh, nice.
Raise your sword for me.
Okay, now we got our speed buff and
What a pathetic joke.
wow, this actually looks pretty good because now I can. I'm not even gonna soul burn this actually. Death break, no death break. Holy sack. Oh god.
You really have no talent. I told you.
I think this is pretty much fine though. She's not countering. Nothing is really going wrong here. The second that I get a kill, oh, I probably should have. If I had soul burned there, I think I would have been in such a good spot. Well, actually, no, he would have revived with Holy Sec. I guess this doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, as you guys can tell, by the way, there are so many like nonsensical things that you have to keep in. Oh. Okay, Mort, I was not familiar with your game. Okay, Mort. Okay, I kind of forgot that he was gonna do that. All right, huge. Okay, we need to kill the Harsetti. Let's kill Harsetti.
Run them through.
Huge.
Kindly
Wow,
out of here.
this is actually a pretty safe team. We got to take a few turns like completely unanswered, basically. That's a little bit RNG, I guess, but oh, nice. It would be nicer if I was getting a defense break off of this. Well, I mean, I guess if I get the defense break, that's huge. Oh,
Now,
no.
why are you interrupting my relaxation?
Okay, at this point, I think I can, auto, but just to kind of comment about like what happened there.
Steadfast resolve.
Ilanov didn't get her skill off, which is pretty nice, but it is kind of RNG, right? Like we kind of saw the benefit, the upside and downside to this. Particularly, I would say, like, you know, having the RNG of not knowing which buff is going to come up, I think might actually be a lot worse. Worse feeling in a sense. It kind of okay, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. I apologize. It kind of reminds me of like the anti-crit meta with like DN and stuff that we had with like supports formerly. Like obviously we have anti-crit now with like you know, with Navy Captain Landy, and that's okay. But I do think that it will probably feel really bad if you are banking on the fear from Mort and you don't end up applying it because like you lost the 50-50. I think that is likely going to be the worst feeling when it comes to this team composition, or when it comes to using Mort in the team composition. Because, and if you guys aren't familiar with already, although it is not very common or possible to do so anymore, one of the biggest things that people like to look for, or one of the things that people try to do when it comes to team building in epicseven is using as few RNG units as possible, which in this day and age is not really, again, not very likely, because every character in the game pretty much has some nonsensical RNG built into their kit. They have like Elbrus built in, they have some weird build that you didn't expect. I mean, Afternoon Soak Flan, I guess, is one of the characters that technically doesn't have any RNG because she has 100% evasion so long as you play with her minigame. But yeah, I think Mort is along that line, like, you know, you have a little bit less RNG because, of course, you are preventing any counterattacks from coming out. But at the same time, if you're banking on fear, you'll probably be upset sometime. Sometimes, similar to like if you were to miss Knockwall's seal or something like that, you are looking for it, or you'd ideally want it to happen, but banking on it, given that it's a 50-50 chance, I believe, of whether or not you apply fear. Let me pause actually to confirm. Let me confirm. I'm pretty sure the fear is a 50-50 chance of happening. Oh, 40% chance. Yeah. A 40% chance. Or whatever the chance is. I know it's not guaranteed for the fear to make it so that it's not guaranteed to not act, or it doesn't guarantee your team to not act, or the person who has it to not act. I think that RNG is going to make players, or some players, especially frustrated, but I still think it's a very valuable mechanic. And in a game where you have to deal with Harsetti every game, I can kind of get behind it. Let's take a look at another team composition. Like, again, I'm just kind of rolling through my flags. Again, I'm not expecting every team composition that you guys will see to look like this, but I do think it is a fair representation of what's being shown right now in Arena, especially. The Emperor range, I think, is what a lot of players like to strive for or like to copy, team composition-wise. And I mean, really, I'm sure you guys can see something like this in Arena anyways. Harsetti with Abyssal Crown, Ilanov, 4 MO5s on one team. I wonder if there's any value to the fact that this Mort actually is also, well, I guess he's not really bait for Afternoon Soak Flan because she's AoE, but I guess getting off that first S3 could be a little bit valuable. Not insane value. Ooh, that's not very good, actually. We activated the Senya. Oh, wait, actually, but this barrier could be kind of... oh, never mind. This barrier is probably disappearing with this, isn't it? Actually, no, the barrier is still kind of here. No, I take it back. The barrier is still kind of present. We could probably kill the Harsetti here right now, actually. Okay, we could use the Soul Burn somewhere else, but I'd rather use this on guaranteeing the defense break so that I can one-shot the Harsetti. Oh, wow, I should not even do that, actually. I'm going to use this on Ilanov. Oh. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Hopefully we get an Elbrus from Mort. Yep, we sure do. Very nice. Oh, actually, we might be in trouble from not killing the Harsetti if there's Bloodstone. Oh, damn it. Oh, never mind. Chilling? Okay, okay. Okay. A toss and turn. Oh, my goodness. We're throwing the game back and forth, but that's all right. Okay, yeah. This is actually pretty nice. Mort does have a decent S1 as well, which does pair well with Afternoon Soak Flan, since, of course, you want a decent S1 here. It's actually quite interesting. You do have to keep in mind what characters do or don't have access to dual attacks. Like, if you guys aren't familiar with it, or if you didn't know, Death Dealer Ray actually can't dual attack with this S1, which kind of makes, I mean, it does make sense because you don't want to wake people up off of his S1 if you're putting them to sleep. But I just thought that was a little interesting tidbit, and something that I just noticed when I was trying to play Afternoon Soak Flan with him. But it's still worth it, honestly, to play DDR anyways, because he's, well, an overpowered monster. But interesting. Okay, this is where we can auto play it up. Yeah, so this is, I would say, another interesting team composition. So we've now experienced or have seen two teams, where the first one was, I mean, basically what you would imagine. It's an Afternoon Soak Flan arena team, and I mean, I wasn't really in danger of dying. There was a Rowana, which a lot of players do currently, or they'll pair it alongside something like an Alencia just because they don't want to die, or they want the revive to make Harsetti's RNG prolong even longer. But I don't seem to be struggling at all with Arena right now. I will be trying out the auto function just in case you guys are curious if I even need to be so methodical in the way that I'm playing. But the tests right now, for what I'm seeing right now, kind of show that Mort can be nice, especially with Pirates or Afternoon. I keep calling it Pirate. Afternoon Soak Flan, which I think is okay. Oh, wow. Someone already has Mort on their defense. Interesting. This dies to the Luna team, so all right, might as well. Just to be clear, you could probably beat this very easily using this team on screen right now, unless if there's some nonsense with Mort that I'm thinking of. I think the answer is no. Well, I guess if it's like 4 Holy Sack, I could die. But in any case, let's take a look at. Let's take a look at this team. Let me swap off the boots on my Mort, actually, or swap the build off of my Mort. At least so I have a little bit more HP. Actually, do I have another HP set boot that has like crit damage or something? Unfortunate. Yeah, all right. Honestly, my Alencia is not doing too hot right now, or I'm not really picking a. Oh, actually, wait. I think Alencia is on my defense. Oopsie daisy. Wait a second. Huh. I'm in a predicament. Do I have an HP boot for Alencia? Oh, I do. I do. Okay. Oh, wait. I need a little bit more crit chance. Oh, man, I'm trolling all over today. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, good enough. Thank you, Alencia. All right, let's take a look at the Mort game. Let's start off with a quick match and see if this wins.
The future of the wind by your side.
Slideshow animation. Perfect. I have nothing else open, by the way, on my PC right now. Oh, okay. So even against Mort, I ended up winning. I'm gonna do some other tests again, just to see like what the limitations of this is. I do actually see a decent amount of Arbiter Villager as well. Alencia has been growing in popularity too, just because of how much damage she does and how tanky she is. Also, just another RNG target. Applies Death Break. Let's see if this team wins too. Well, you know, whatever ends up working. Oh, okay. Looks like Mort is actually killing it right now. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Okay, I think the final test here will be seeing if a team with Death Dealer Ray wins on auto, because Death Dealer Ray is usually the most annoying to deal with. Oh, sorry, excuse me. My hands are up, please. Ooh, yeah, I kind of figured Death Dealer Ray might be a little tough. Yeah, of course, I don't know exactly like what ended up happening in this match specifically, but it is worth mentioning, of course, that, you know, you have a little bit of RNG with Abyssal U-Fiend and the Harsetti. You don't know what build it is. You don't know what this, that, or the other thing. The targeting could have been bad. I'm going to run another quick match just to see if there was a little bit of RNG, or if there's a chance for me to win this, or if it's on average more leaning towards me. I also just want, you know, I just want the revenge. Huh, that's so weird. So that's very interesting. I went from having my whole team dead to my whole team being alive in the next run. Very odd. Okay, the final team I'm going to take a look at is to see if a BBK team will kill me. This team's a little bit different, of course, but it has a lot of AoE. Maybe the fear will be okay. Maybe the fear will be nice. Maybe it won't. I'm assuming this is going to be a fast speed tune team. Yeah, BBK. I'm kind of surprised actually that BBK killed me here. I guess maybe it was counter or something. I'm going to run this one back again too. I have a feeling I'm actually kind of interested. I'm going to run this one in and see exactly what's going on here. BBK shouldn't normally kill me.
All your foolish choices.
Interesting. I was thinking maybe it was like a fast Harsetti, but it doesn't look like it's a fast Harsetti actually.
I make this moment
41,000 Senya. Okay. Right. No, I thought it was going to be a counter BBK. It's not a counter BBK.
I will not give in to despair.
All right, let's cleanse off everything from the lads.
We can secure our victory.
You're not bad at all.
Oh, interesting. Halag Lance Lilius. Okay.
Powers would you like to see?
I do think it's probably in my best interest here
Aid me.
to heal up my team.
You really have no tact.
I'm actually going to defense break the Senya here. Oh, I probably should have S1'd the Senya. Halag's Lance.
For you.
Ooh, I think this might be what kills me. Is this what kills me?
What you did.
Because I probably just ran 3 AoEs in a row.
Future of
Oh,
the
actually, just kidding. Wow, that Mort S3 did that much damage? I didn't see if it was on Aureus. If it was Aureus, maybe I understand that more. Holy cow, that was a lot of damage, though. Nice Halag's Lance.
I told you.
The nice thing about this sphere debuff too is that it doesn't like wake them up or anything like that either. It's not like you're trying to prevent yourself, you know, from like waking up a target. This is just a kill. Or this is just a debuff that can happen on the side. Very good. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah. So it looks like this is a little bit of RNG, but yeah, I mean, if you play it out manually, it looks like it works out too. But yeah, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't use him in Arena. I think he's looking pretty good right now. I'm going to do one final test. However, I think most players have Pirates or Afternoon Soak Flan, but I'm going to change the team up one last time just in case the players don't have something like Ilanov. I think Meteor Cowrick is probably a character that most players have, though. I'm just going to use an Aureus Knight to see if the performance of this changes at all. Truth be told, though, I think like this is a pretty manageable team for Arena. And I know like some of my builds and stuff are going to be a little bit different, but if this ends up working, this is actually a pretty decent free to play team. Relatively speaking, a limited character that, well, I mean, is currently on banner if you want to build her. Pretty easy stat requirements too, by the way, because you get free stat. Mort, who's been buffed and is the main showcase of this if you want to build Mort. Mediator Cowrick is someone that I think a lot of people picked from I guess there's like one of the Moonlight Headhunts. Maybe we'll get rid of that too. But honestly, the Mediator Cowrick is kind of important. If you don't have him, kind of a rest in peace. And then Arrowell, free 3-star. The final thing I do want to mention about this is that, and I'll go over all of my builds later, I do think that Mediator Cowrick does only really work right now, or works best right now, especially against teams like Broman when he has the cleanse. It doesn't really matter for the team that you're seeing right now, specifically because there is no Broman, but I take my Meteor Cowrick with Broman or against Broman, specifically with Sweet Miracles, so that I don't die. This is going to be a close match. Okay. Okay. Emperor 1. So, I mean, again, if I had to conclude my thoughts on Mort, I think, of course, I think he's got a place, especially with Harsetti teams in Arena. I didn't have the greatest RTA showcase. I apologize, and there's no Guild War today. Today's Thursday. But my initial thoughts on him are, well, he is kind of crazy. The fear is, I mean, it's like bingo, basically, or it's like a lottery machine. If you land the fear back to back to back to back, 4 for 4, or, you know, God forbid, 8 for 8, that's crazy. You guys saw it, right? Like, if you prevent yourself from having to deal with anyone that cleanses, or if you just, I mean, hell, even if you, like, you know, you sleep the character, or you fear the character that can cleanse outside of Senya, who has her S2 passive, this is actually a pretty insane character. Again, I had him on 180 speed, and even in that second game that I had, I think if I'd played it out a little bit better in my RTA match, I would have probably performed at a higher level. But from what I can tell and what I see right now, I actually really like Mort. I think he's probably, for me, going to be a 4th or 5th pick character that deals with people that just really goes too hard on counters. I did also want to say that I did see people talking about Emma Lua and how Mort is going to prevent her from being good. And I do acknowledge that Lua maybe has a lot of her kit focused on counters. But I also just think that in general, being able to provoke someone and push up your team by itself is already insane concept, or an insane concept. I don't even think you need to care about, or I don't think people are going to run away from picking the new Emma Lua just because you can't counter. Because the honest God truth is that, well, 40% push every time, or every full turn, is kind of insane. That's basically the value that you get out of someone like ML Ilanov's S2 passive, which again, like, you know, people are equating it to General Purgus, which is fair, but General Purgus doesn't have a ignore Soulburn, ignore ER provoke to the entire team, which I think is what makes Ilanov better, and also the new Lua better than him. Ilanov doesn't have the Soulburn ignore thing, but obviously it's really hard to not, you know, push her up when every single time you hit someone, she gains CR. Anyways, that's going to be it for my Mort impressions and my Mort, I guess, showcase. I think he looks pretty good. If you don't want to run him on something like Elbrus, I think maybe Aureus, or maybe running him on Prot and something like that could work out. I think Holy Sack will probably also do really well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you enjoyed a bit of a showcase of Mort. If you did, make sure to like, comment, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. It's randomly 81 degrees in October, by the way, and I'm sweating my buns off. Good night. Bye-bye. Be safe. Be cool. Hydrate. All that jazz. Love you. Bye-bye.